Can a little humor and satire help us fend off tyrants, political tyrants? Let's jump right into that question today. This is Dale Byron with Heartwork Podcast. And the poem today, with that question in mind, is Sniffing Out Tyrants. Sniffing Out Tyrants. And it goes like this. Here are things to do while waiting for the cavalry to arrive. Learn some new songs with a chorus of thank you. Of course, tunes that build courage are likely the best. Give your hound dog an old tyrant-owned t-shirt to learn the scent. Know that placing your ear to the ground shows good faith. Those thunderous horse hooves can be heard from miles away. Still, a good hound dog may smell this kind of news even faster. When you see that cloud of dust from a far distance, don't relax as if the wheels of fate couldn't still come off. Remember, some cavalries can lose their bugle and their way. Truth is, a poorly run cavalry can make devastating mistakes, especially if led by an old, unhinged, narcissistic tyrant buffoon. Cheer up, though. Cheer up, though. Some hound dogs don't just sniff, they bite too. Cheer up, though. Cheer up, though. Some hound dogs don't just sniff, they bite too. Well, when it comes to humor and satire, I engage in that at times. I argued with this poem during the editing process. This is a poem I wrote a number of weeks ago, and I was arguing with the poem, not wanting to have any biting take place in the poem. But the poem told me not to worry, said it's just a metaphor. So I'm still not sure, but as you can see, the poem won because the biting is still in the poem. Most of my poems do win when they ask that way and give me the answer metaphorically. So, of course, that's what we're talking about. Now, the question again, can humor and satire help us in really difficult times and crazy and scary times? And can it help us get our center, get our grounding, make us a little calmer? I think yes. And I think poetry in particular has a way of delivering humor just as it does pathos in a way that can be helpful. So as this poem ends, when you see that cloud of dust from a far distance, of course, that's the cavalry coming, and what you can see is there's a little clandestine coyote statement in here, which really says the cavalry is not coming. Like the old cliche says, we are the ones that we've been waiting for. The cavalry is not really coming, even though the poem suggests they might. But it says, when you see that cloud of dust from a far distance, don't relax as if the wheels of fate couldn't still come off. Remember, some cavalries can lose their bugle and their way, and their way. This is the kind of cavalry I think we're dealing with now, because it's not going to ride up and save the day. They have lost. The cavalry has lost its bugle and lost its way. And it says that now we must be our own cavalry, I think. And the poem goes on and ends this way. Truth is, a poorly run cavalry can make devastating mistakes, especially if led by an old, unhinged, narcissistic tyrant buffoon. Cheer up, though. Cheer up, though. Some hound dogs don't just sniff, they bite too. Remember, that's a metaphor, of course. And yet, If this poem has helped you in any way, I am thrilled to hear it. Thank you so much for your listening ear. Until next time and next poem, take good care of yourself and if you can, someone else.